Raj Thackeray is coming out of the Kalyan Court. These are some of the latest pictures. Remember, Raj Thackeray arrived at the Kalyan Court just about half an hour ago in relation with the assault on North Indians by the MNS activist in October last year. His anticipatory bail at that point was revoked by the High Court with a directive to surrender before the magistrate in connection with the 2008 riots case in which North Indians appearing for railway recruitment examination on the 19th of October were assaulted by the MNS activists. What you're seeing there are some of the latest pictures as Raj Thackeray is now expected to come out of the Kalyan Court. The speculation is rife. Oh, in fact, he has come out of the Kalyan Court, which means the possibility of him getting getting a bail is very high, and maybe he could have perhaps already got bail as he surrendered just a while ago in front of the Kalyan Court. He, of course, had moved in for an anticipatory bail, which got revoked by the High Court, and that's Raj Thackeray as he comes out of the Kalyan Court. Some of the first pictures, the latest pictures, and of course, like we said, that the possibility or the probability of him getting a bail, even in this case, is very high. Megha, tell us what's going on. He went in about half an hour ago. Does that mean that he's already got bail in this case?
Well, what we know is that, Raj Thackeray is driven out of the railway court. Of course, he's got bail. We're still awaiting the details as to what exactly happened inside the court, what happened during the proceedings. His lawyers will be talking to us now, but Raj Thackeray has pretty much moved out of the railway court back to his home in Mumbai.
Right. Megha, also the kind of MNS supporters who've turned up outside the Kalyan Court.
The supporters are now moving out of the space as Raj Thackeray has already left the premises, so they are also now out. The crowd is now easing here, and the situation is pretty much in control. Now, all the supporters who had gathered here, hoping to see of Raj Thackeray, that happened for a moment, and he was quickly driven out. So now people also moving away from the railway court.
Sure. Megha, can you once again confirm for us that whether Raj Thackeray has got bail, in this particular case?
Yes, he has in fact been given bail, and he has driven out of the court. Now, what we are awaiting, basically, we are awaiting the details of the proceedings inside. He has been given bail, and that's why he's driven out of the court as a free person today.
Right. In fact, a pretty relaxed affair this time around, Megha, as compared to last time when we know that there was large-scale violence outside the court when he had surrendered.
Yes, if you could see the body language Raj Thackeray today, he was a very, very relaxed person, and let me tell you that relatively the situation around from what it was last time around in October, it was pretty calmer, very much under control. Relatively, yes, the situation in the control of the police this time around, and no violence, nothing of that sort has happened. No untoward incident has been reported. Now, what has really happened now is that, the crowd has now moved out of the space where they'd all clogged the areas around the railway court. The crowd has also moved out. The police also, releasing the positions, and now situation almost coming back to normal.
Sure. Now, what happens next, Megha? Because, he had a deadline he was working with where he was supposed to surrender before June. He's surrendered. He's already got bail. So, technically, what happens next with Raj Thackeray? Megha? Okay, we seem to have lost our link with Megha, but this is the big breaking news. I think it has been, the entire situation is far more under control than it was in October last year when he had surrendered in front of the courts, and he was granted bail that time around. But this time he had a deadline Raj Thackeray was working with. He had to surrender before the Kalyan Court. By the end of June, he surrendered, but he's already got bail. And remember, he had hit the headlines in October last year when he was arrested, and that had literally sparked riots across the city. Once again, he appeared before the Kalyan Court this morning, but as you can see that his supporters or the residents of Mumbai are not really worried as they were last time around. This time also there was a lot of speculation that he will be granted bail and he's walked away a free man. This despite the fact that he had tried to move in for an anticipatory bail, but that got revoked by the High Court. Last year, remember, nearly dozens of vehicles were torched and there were incidents of stone pelting that were reported. The police had a very, very, very tough time handling supporters of Thackeray's party, which is the MNS, but this time around he himself, of course, has appealed to his party workers to not create havoc in the state, and if we can just take you through the series of events, since morning, Raj Thackeray earlier today left his residence to go to the Kalyan Court. These are some of the first pictures where Raj Thackeray was driving to the Kalyan Court. He finally arrived at the Kalyan Court, and it was just a 20-minute affair where he was on expected lines already granted bail. It's a huge reprieve. Here, these are the pictures. What you're seeing here when he arrives at the Kalyan Court. Remember, last year he was being accused by political analysts to stage a huge drama to consolidate his position in Maharashtra, and he managed to achieve so, as he did rather well in the Lok Sabha elections, where he's managed to increase his vote share. But this time, like we said, I think the elections are behind him, and there's not much of political benefit that he could get. So the entire affair was a rather low-key affair. He turned up at the Kalyan Court, he was granted bail, and as you can see, in 20 minutes, he's already walking away a free man. Reprieve for MNS Chief Raj Thackeray, as the MNS supporters have also And let's go back to our top story, where Raj Thackeray has surrendered at the Kalyan Court, and you are seeing some of the first pictures. Megha is in fact at the location. Megha, can you tell us what's going on?
Well, Harishri, what we can tell you is that, yes, his lawyers have come out and confirmed, because earlier there were reports that he's gotten bail and that's why he's driven out of the court premises. But now there is a clarification coming out of his lawyers, since the media was not allowed inside. They've come out and confirmed that Raj Thackeray has been technically arrested by the police. He's been taken to the railway police station close by, where he'll be kept for close to 2 hours, and he'll be brought back to the court at 1 today in the afternoon, when the bail application will be heard in the court, in the railway court today. Now, what exactly happened inside the court, Harishri, is that as soon as Raj Thackeray came in and his proceedings started, he did surrender before the...
नहीं, ये रेलवे स्टेशन में तोड़-फोड़ किया था कुछ लोगों ने, और जो विद्यार्थी परीक्षा के लिए आए थे उनके अगेंस्ट जो हुआ था वही मामला है, कोई नया मामला नहीं है।
1 बजे की प्रोसीजर की बात करें तो क्या प्रोसीजर होगी?
1 बजे हम प्रोसिक्यूशन उनकी फर्दर कस्टडी मांगेगा, और हम लोग बेल एप्लीकेशन हमने फाइल किया है, उससे हम आर्ग्यूमेंट करेंगे।
आपकी क्या आर्गुमेंट है उनकी जमानत के बारे में कि इसमें कस्टडी की जरूरत है?
देखिए, इस बारे में मैं पहले भी कह चुका हूँ कि देश भर में ऐसी बहुत बार ऐसी घटनाएं हुई हैं। बड़ी बड़ी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, वर्कर्स हैं, उन्होंने बहुत समय ऐसी चीजें की हैं, लेकिन आज तक इतिहास में कभी किसी एक नेता को सारी घटनाओं के लिए जिम्मेदार नहीं ठहराया गया है। यहाँ पर ये पहले बार हुआ है कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने हर सीआर में जो है तकरीबन राज साहब का नाम इंक्लूड करने की कोशिश की है। उसके अगेंस्ट में जो हमारे आर्ग्यूमेंट पहले थे वही आर्ग्यूमेंट रहेंगे, और हम लोग होपफुल हैं उनको 1 बजे बेल मिल जाएगी।
पता नहीं क्या है, मुझे कुछ
153A उसमें नॉन अवेलेबल है, बाकी सारे अवेलेबल ऑफेंसेज हैं।
आपको क्या उम्मीद है 153
नहीं, इस तरह की और हो चुकी है, इसमें हम बेल दी हुई है, तो हम काफी होपफुल हैं कि उनको बेल मिल जाएगी।
सर, कौन से ग्राउंड पे बेल मिली है वो?
नॉर्मल जो उनकी भूमिका है उसमें वो उतनी वो नहीं है जिसके लिए कि कस्टोडियल इंट्रोगेशन की जरूरत हो। उस बिना पर हम लोग बेल की अपील कर रहे हैं, उसी पे हमें बेल मिलेगी।
Right, that's Raj Thackeray's lawyer Sayaji Nagre saying that he will now be taken to the railway police station, as was the case last time around when he was, he was moved to the railway police station, where he was booked under the railway police for a couple of charges. Now, his bail hearing will be at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and his lawyer, as you heard him, was very hopeful that he will be getting bail this time around. It's not the best thing to conjecture what really happens, but yes, from looking at the way things have unfolded so far, here's Raj Thackeray, who's arrived at the Kalyan Court, and he was moving. He's now moving towards the Kalyan Railway Police Station, where the bail hearing in this particular case is expected to take place at 1 o'clock this afternoon.